Hey, so I'm gonna kind of walk you through what I used to data log AFR through a 9495 LT1. So this is my inline wideband system that I use for mobile tuning. I've been using it for a long time. Basically, I had to get the ground off of here and tap in. It's a brown wire. This is an AEM inline system. It's a brown sensor ground. I had to open it up to where the PCM ground could touch the brown ground. Now I still ground it to 12 volts, but I also ran the PCM ground to the brown wire that is now tapped into the wideband ground and analog ground. So that all runs to 12 volt, but PCM ground has to touch the brown wire in this. That's the 5 volt analog ground. So with that being said, I used red 2 and blue 27. Blue 27 is the 5 volt reference. The red 2 is the PCM ground. And I would just run them through through up here, and you can see I've got all this wiring and stuff, but this isn't permanent. This is what I use just to hop car to car. But yeah, so I ran these in here, and as you can see, like here's all my 5 volt references off my HP Tuners EIO thing, whatever it's called, that plug there. It's all my 5 volt reference because I built a little voltage gauge to reference, make sure the chart and what I was seeing was right out of the PCM. And so you can see all that. This is where I kind of tapped into the PCM ground right here. So, and then ADL cable, and I use data cats to data log all this stuff. I know a lot of people use EHE, Hack, and whatever, Tuner Pro. I use Tuner Pro and data cats kind of combined, but I like data cats for logging way better. And there's already a built-in math for the AEM 30-0300 style wideband sensor, so makes it really easy and it's spot on accurate. So that's what I do, and fairly simple. I just use the I guess this would be the 5 volt reference, and what I did was I just cut it there at the PCM and cut it off, and then like opened up the end of it a little bit and then shoved it through the connector, and it touches the pin and it works great. It's flawless. So when I get done with this, all this will be unhooked. I've got it taped up here up under the hood. As you can see, I've got that inline system, and then it's behind the narrowband, so it's on the Y pipe. But I've got them taped up here, so I'll just untape these and then put them back here under here out of the way, so if we ever need them again, you can hook them back up, like if there's a cam swap or anything like that going on. But that's pretty much all that it took. It was just finding the information that was really the hard part, and getting everything confirmed. But yeah, that's what I do. Just flip it on. It's on. Again, the PCM ground runs to the sensor ground, but I also ground the sensor ground to the battery on my inline system. Now, it can be different the way you do it. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's the way I do it on mine, so I'm mobile. So as long as that PCM ground is to the sensor ground, you're fine, no matter what else happens. I was kind of wondering if it would throw it off, but it doesn't. So that being said, and that's through the D27 and A2, so blue 27 and red number 2 pin.